Concerning peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, and we're talking about the NBA playoffs, fool. And now we just had this whole situation. I'm going crazy. I'm JDV. That's Paul Villarreal over there. He's the basketball expert. I'm just a dude that watches this stuff and loves to root for the teams that I like. And I like Miami, and I like Dallas. And that's what's up. The Spurs, they got exited first round, and now we have the situation here where Chicago lost today. But I want to really talk about the Lake Show and what happened with Kobe Bryant and how he freaking choked, in my opinion, and lost that game for the Lakers. Paul, this thing was unbelievable. I mean, Dallas came back from a huge deficit all the way back to win it, and you had Gasol and you had Kobe Bryant. I really believe Kobe Bryant lost this game with his turnovers and he had the rock there at the very end, and he missed that three. Paul, you're the NBA expert. You're watching this whole thing. This comeback was unbelievable, and the Laker fans are freaking out.
Look, man, what happened tonight, you pointed out. I know a lot of people aren't going to like to hear this, and he played a good game, a very good game, great game otherwise, but Kobe Bryant is looking like the GOAT at the end of this contest. Why? Because there were three plays. Why? First of all, Kobe turned the ball over with 20 seconds left, drove the lane, passed the ball to one of the Dallas Mavericks players. That led to two Dirk Nowitzki free throws, and that was huge. That gave Dallas the lead. Then, Pau Gasol was looking to pass the ball to Kobe Bryant with Jason Kidd guarding Kobe. Kobe fell down. Pau threw the ball anyway, turnover. That led to a Jason Kidd free throw to give Dallas a 2-point lead. Finally, with 3 seconds left, Lakers run a design play out of the inbounds, out of the timeout. Ball goes to Kobe, not going for the tie, going for the win, and he clanged the three-pointer off the back of the rim. Boom, Lakers lose. They drop at a 16-point lead in the third quarter. They lose at home. Huge defeat.
They're done. It's a major defeat, and they lose it, and Mark Cuban gets to go right there and get right in Phil Jackson's face, figuratively, and he blew it up right there. Cuban was right there near the floor, right near the coach's bench. He had his t-shirt on and stuff, and he wins, and he gives a facial. I mean, Jack Nicholson, Justin Timberlake, all these stars were there at the Lake Show at Staples Center, and they just got punked at home. And that's what's up. And now all the momentum and firepower and control is with Dallas. Can they take this? Can they ride it all the way? Can they beat the Lakers? What do you think is going to happen? Paul, how big do you think this victory is for Dallas? And what do you think they can do with it? Can they close out and beat the Lakers?
This was a huge defeat for the Lakers and a huge victory. It's a bigger victory for the Mavericks than it is a loss for the Lakers. The truth is, the last 2 years, even when they won the championships, the Lakers would have games like this. They throw games away. They kind of lose it. But for the Mavericks, this was enormous. And the reason why it was enormous was because coming into this game, Dallas was just 3-18 in their last 21 road playoff games. They just were regarded as mentally weak. You could definitely take them, and you particularly could take them on the road. Well, they looked done in this game. They were getting bullied and punked by the Lakers right before the halftime. This whole little sequence of events, they were just getting punked out. They go down 16 in the third quarter. This looks like blowout city, just as like a 30-point route heading down the thing. They came all the way back from that, and they got LA in the end, and their confidence is going to be soaring now. They're going to come into Game 2 looking for an easy, another big win to go home 2-0. They're basically playing with house money, knowing they can win this series in Dallas. This is huge.
This is absolutely huge. I mean, to see the look on Kenny Smith's and Charles Barkley's face, it was like they were shell-shocked. And then he got into it there with Chris Webber on some of the different games, stuff like that. I want to know what you think. This changes everything. The whole playoffs now is up for grabs. And Miami and Dallas are looking a lot stronger than people thought they were.
Let me just say something about that. I interrupt. You just said it right there. You just mentioned the team. If the Miami Heat go out tomorrow night, there are 4 different conference semifinals right now. In 3 of those, the higher-seeded team lost Game 1. The only team that didn't was Miami. If Miami goes out tomorrow night and takes care of Boston and takes care of business, I'm not going to say they're the favorite to win the title, but they're going to be looking pretty good after these other teams are stumbling.
King LeBron and the three kings in Miami, it's all coming together. And what's up now? It might be that the decision was the best thing that ever happened to LeBron. And you know what? A ring and a championship solves a lot of problems. That's what's up. You tell me what's going on. I want to hear from you right now. Laker Nation's going to be on fire. Dallas Nation's going to be on fire. Miami Nation, everyone. Memphis is getting up into this thing. This is getting so intense now. I want to know what's going on. Comments below, subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal. You're watching Conservative Media. That is Paul, the NBA expert, and we will see you next time.